We are now going to see what it means to deploy objects along the vertical axis or the normal vector direction. I have a simple terrain made with a below noise map, and I also applied the round edge deformer. And this is the terrain I came up with. It's a very small mountain with some flat surfaces around. I select my coconut tree and make it the current probe, and I set my vertical normal slider all the way to the left so that it's on the vertical y-axis position. And now each time I deploy a coconut tree, doesn't matter where I do it, it's just aiming straight up in the sky. And while this is good for flat surfaces, it's not very good for when I deploy objects on a terrain slope. So you see here, it's not very realistic. I can change this. I'm going to delete all these props and select the coconut tree again, and this time I'm going to set my slider all the way to the right. And now the objects that I will be deploying are all perpendicular to the terrain slope. And so where is flat, we have a flat surface that will be obviously aiming up straight up in the sky, but when we deploy objects on a terrain slope, they will actually be perpendicular to it. And in any case, you can also choose an intermediate value, so that, for example, if you just want the objects to respect an orientation along the normal vector, but also have a degree of vertical axis, we can just set the slider, say, to the middle, and now when I deploy my coconut trees, as you can see, they are just in an intermediate position. And so this way you can actually decide how you want your objects oriented according to the terrain profile.